displays. One, Trump using a teleprompter, very nice words, very conciliatory words, almost certainly written by somebody other than Trump. And then the night before, we saw the real Trump, a man that is totally, totally out of control and engaged in a rhetoric that slams the press, which, by the way, happens to be the very first thing that a dictator will do to secure his position, is to delegitimize the press. And Trump has been at that for his entire campaign, in fact, his entire presidency. We've got to be very concerned about that. And then the lies, the pathological lying that's going on is just beyond. That creates yet another problem of just exactly what are our friends and opponents to believe. What is the role of the president? What is he really going to do? There's no way to know because the truth is constantly changing in his mind.
I want to get to that issue of lying, if you will, but when you suggest the words that the president is doing what dictators try to do and stifling or or blasting the news media, just elaborate a second on that. I want you to be precise.
Well, I'll be very precise. If one were to look at Nazi Germany, that was the very early part of their tenure, was to delegitimize the press. They constantly attacked the press. They always were going they and us, them and us, back and forth. And that's exactly what this president is doing. He is using a tactic that not only in that particular country, but around the world, to delegitimize, to muzzle, or to, in many cases, just destroy the free press. We count on the free press in this nation as a source, a counterbalance to Congress, to the presidency, to the power of government. And it is extremely important that it not be delegitimized. And all the words that he's using, fake press and on, are all part of that. And last night, we saw him do it to a fare-thee-well.
Well, just to follow up, Congressman, because those are strong words, are you suggesting the president wants to be a dictator?
He's certainly power-hungry. There's no doubt about that. The words that he's used during his campaign, I will do this, I am the only person that can do this or that. Does he want to be a dictator? He certainly wants to push the Congress aside. He's already taken into the judicial system by going after federal judges, and it goes on and on. This man is clearly not fit to be president. This man does not have the demeanor or the temperament to be president, but he is our president. And so those of us in Congress are going to have to push back. And we're going to have to push back very strongly. We have legislation in place, not only impeachment legislation, but more to the point of the nuclear issues, depriving the president of the opportunity to use nuclear weapons as a first strike. They, of course, would remain as a deterrent, which has been their presumed purpose from the very earliest days of the nuclear arsenal.